Howdy, folks. How are we? I hope you are doing excellent. I'm not going to go into how I'm doing because, quite frankly, you're probably tired of hearing about it. I'm excited that it's a 3-day weekend, Memorial Day for those outside of the US, which means we have Monday off of work, which is nice. I believe I'm having lunch with my friend. I believe we might be doing that on Sunday. The days are running literally into each other for me recently. So I believe I'm going to lunch with my friends sometime this weekend. If not on Monday, then I'm thinking about on Monday going and hitting up the outlets up a little north of me and checking out the sales there because there's some stores I haven't been to in a while. So I wanted to check them out to see what's new. There's nothing really on my radar, wish list, what have you. But I guess a funny side note, because this was not on my radar or wish list at all. And, I think everybody's kind of over Louis Vuitton at this point. But I guess the cherries drop happened Thursday, I think. So the 22nd. And I completely it was just over my head, didn't think about it, didn't care, I guess, to log in. And just, was completely oblivious until I was scrolling and saw someone did a reaction video that said complete, failure. I'm like going, again? Did it already happen? And I went down and clicked on the app just to see, what had happened. And it literally, I guess, had just happened a few hours prior. So I'm like, well, how does it already complete fail if nothing, it's just been released. But anyway, so out of curiosity, I'm scrolling and looking. Of course, tons of things are sold out, but surprisingly, a lot of things were still available I shouldn't say a lot, but some random things were available at price points that in the past, these items, just because of being sub $1,000, had sold just because the novelty of it. So I'm looking around, I see a scarf, I see the bracelets are available, I see some shoes are available. I'm trying to remember the other items that were available. So several things were available. And I had no intention of buying anything until I did. So I literally did not care about this one at all. I've never really, it's fine. I've never really cared about the cherries pattern, really. It's cute, but I was never compelled to buy anything, even way back in the day. So it just, I don't even know what talked me into actually, I do know what talked me into doing it. So I just recently, I bought something from Caleb's website, curated by Caleb. I think it just really, I did this week. I released the video this week about what I bought. I bought this bag that's kind of this deep red color. And one of my thoughts was to put a Coach cherry scarf on it because the cherries from Coach has the light pink and the dark pink or reddish color, and it kind of goes with that bag. And I was looking for things to accessorize that bag for, and when I was scrolling the Louis Vuitton website, I saw some things that I'm like, that might fit the bill. So I was looking at the bandeaus, I was looking at the scarves, I was looking at the bag charms and things. So I won't tell you what I bought because I'm like still thinking to myself, so I bought it with the intent of, again, was it a fail? The launch. I'm curious if I'm going to get the special packaging because apparently there's unique special packaging for this drop. And me, I'm a packaging whore. I want to know if I get special packaging. I want to see if the item is, relatively worth it for the intention that I have for it. So when I get it, I will see, I will assess. But I have a feeling I will probably be returning it just because it might not work for the intention I have for it. So, we'll see. But I think it's going to work. It's way overpriced for what it is, but I think I can make it have several functions. So anyway, I placed the order yesterday. It's been confirmed, but it doesn't say that, it's in process or it will ship or anything like that. So I don't know if that means that it I'm in queue, but it took my money, so to speak. So we'll see. We'll see what that entails. But yeah, had no intention of spending frivolous amounts of money at Louis Vuitton online, of course. But yeah, it was like my lunch break on Thursday. So yeah, I'm Pacific time, so I'm significantly late in that launch process. So I don't know what time it went live, but I was at the very tail end, and I believe I even checked it yesterday, and there were still a couple items on at least the shoes. There were still several of the shoes. Now you have to click into the actual item because it might say like out of stock, like on the first view of it. But when you click into the sizes, then they populate with what's green and available. That one scarf was still available, and I believe the monogram bracelet was still available in both sizes the last time I was on there. Anyway, if you care and you want to look at the cherry stuff, I'm sure that bicycle was still there too, because good Lord, that was expensive. Yeah, like I said, it's cute, but not anything I had to have. So anyway, I've talked long enough about my escapades in shopping. I shouldn't have bought it. I was just in a slump with work and not, yeah. Cheering myself up by shopping is not necessarily a good thing. So we're going to go over and pick out fragrances. We're going to go over and get a new bag. I do want to do my nails this week. They are still a mess, but I just need to cover them up. I do have intentions also this weekend of go getting my hair trimmed. I've been having just lots of tangles and things happening, so that needs to happen. Get a little bit of a haircut. Probably won't show it obviously here, but you'll see it in future outings. But other than that, no other shopping to unveil, reveal. I shouldn't say that. Never say never, because there's probably something on the way in. Anyhow, we're gonna go do the things. We'll wrap up at the end. All the usual. I'll see you soon. Okay, we're over here at the fragrance counter, and we had a sampler week with the fragrances, doing the Ellis Brooklyn biography event, as I'm referring to it. So this sort of went as planned. I mean, it's successful, and then I tried things, but surprisingly, the scents I thought I would love, I don't love. So I'm gonna kind of focus in, and maybe you can see all of the names there. So I've ranked them in what I like the most to least, and what I've tried. I did not try those three. So Apres, Florist, and Salt, because I have used Salt in the past. Those three were not tested. These 6 were. And I mean, I have some thoughts. So I honestly thought Sunfruit was going to be, based on the notes, I thought it was going to be the one I liked the most, and it wasn't. So I'm going to do that, but I have a picture of it. It's probably better to have that on the screen. So here's short and sweet, basically sweet. These 3 here, Myth, Sunfruit, and Sweet, smell to me identical to, if you remember, Gwen Stefani's Love Angel Music Baby line of perfumes. years ago. Probably some of my first perfumes that I had. I had both the originals and then the like subsequent like flankers that came out. I just threw them all out probably 2 years ago, and because they had turned, they went really nasty. But that's all I was like, oh my God, that's totally music and that's totally angel. I think this one was angel. This one was, I think, music. And I think this one's love, but I might be getting those in wrong order. But anyway, that's all I could think of when I smelled them, was like, those are exactly those scents. And since I don't know if they're even made anymore, you have to wonder if they just weren't like repurposed. Like, oh, do you have a scent you haven't released in like a decade? we'll take that recipe and we'll put it out. So yeah, not thrilled. I do really like B. So if I were to splurge on any of these and buy full sizes, I would buy any of these three. B, I really like a lot. I really liked vanilla milk. I mean, literally, they call it lactonic, so a milky type of creamy scent. Really, really nice. Super Amber was nice too. Sweet was okay. Like I said, I liked that perfume when I had it in the Gwen Stefani era. I don't think I would pay what I would consider, I wouldn't say it's expensive, but for what it is, expensive prices for them now. So meh. Yeah. And we're going to go find fragrances for this week. Okay. I had so much fun last week. I'm going to do it again, sort of. It's the holiday, so holiday comes out. That's a given. It's also the unofficial first, part of summer, technically. So we're vanilla vibing it. But I've got this commodity scent space edit that I've had a while now. So I really need to, get through it and make my decision. And this one was pretty cool because it comes with this little insert that you, I may open this up if I can. It tells you about the fragrances, and they have different, intensities. So personal, expressive, and bold are the different intensities of each of the scents. So you can get different versions of them. So I've got a sampler of the variety of versions of these. And then they come with these little tear-like scent testers. So you could spray it onto here, and then you make your little decision about what you think is a favorite, is a maybe, not for me, and you can keep that on hand for reference. And I just thought that was the niftiest thing. I wish more companies would think to do that for their products. So they color code them, it looks like, for the intensities. So the lighter ones, the personal, paper and book, are white with silver, then the black and white for the expressive, and then a black with like a rose gold for the intense ones. So yeah, this is the tray of the week. So I'm gonna have some fun. Okay, so I'm gonna do one of these special color changing ones that I got last year. I'm pretty sure I never even used this one. This is Guilty Pleasure. So I'm going to try. So I think this is the one that goes from purple to green. I'll insert the picture from last year of the whole collection and point out the one that this is. But once I get my manicure done, I don't know if I have enough nails to even show they work the best on really long nails because the tips will stay the dark color, and then the heat of your body will color change just the pads of your nails. But I might have enough to make it cute. So that's the manicure. So I will get that painted on. We are chasing sunshine. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna come out here and mow the lawn. Do some weeding. Maybe buy some plants. Oh, maybe I don't have to weed. I'll just have a pug eat everything. Just kidding. Is that grass just tasty? Very healthy. How's that grass? Is it delicious? Well, I'd love to say that Cassie 19 had a redemption arc this week, but she didn't. So spoiler alert, still hate her. It might just be that I have a defective one. I kind of hesitate to do that because I want to sell her, but it just might be me. Maybe I don't know how to attach straps. Maybe I'm lacking some type of skill, but the crossbody flung off twice this week. I don't see any damage to the strap itself, so I'm kind of just, it's got to be that it cannot have multiple straps, or just however putting this on, somehow it's disengaging. Something's happening. So it's me, user error. I blame myself. However, aside from that annoyance that I had with it, while I could fit the bare minimum that I did end up electing to carry, you see my phone is out, it was just too little. And while I'm trying to get to little bags, this is way too little, especially for what I needed to do this week. So I had lots of errands and things to accomplish. We had the Petco grooming day. Yeah, it was just not enough bag, and I just was not happy with it. I want the regular Cassie in all its shapes and forms and colors. I should say, not shapes and forms, but all the colors, because it's truly not having that attached top handle that gives me gripe. Because had I not been overly sensitive to the weight of the bag, that had this just fallen off of me somewhere, I would have lost my purse and everything. That just scares the bejesus out of me to lose my valuables. So I can't have something like that happening. Anywho, so I'm whining. It's not for me. The original version was for me. I need to find another one. The green one I have is probably going to do just fine, but I'd love to have a black one or a cream one or another neutral in the large size, but this one is going to find a new home. So it's going bye-bye. So this will be the last time you see Miss Cassie, and I will figure out where I'm going to rehome her. And I don't rehome things lightly, so thank you for your service. Good night. I'm gonna go find another bag. I'll be right back. Do y'all subscribe to the ritual, superstition? What am I looking for here? The tradition of not wearing white until after Memorial Day, and then you pack it away at Labor Day. Are you still old like me? Or is that just something that, no one does anymore? Because, and I'll give you some history here. Why I am so rooted in that. That's something my mom taught me, and of course, I'm Gen X, so I'm ancient. She always taught me that, but also because here in Oregon, where we have this much weather that's conducive to light colored clothing, warm, lovely days. That's really the Memorial Day to Labor Day is pretty much the window. I should say that was before climate change. So things are all out the window at this point. But for the longest time, that was it. And I cannot get out of mind. So I had intentions to grab my Azure Speedy and welcome in summer with that. And I was going to tie on one of my bandos and be all fancy. And I just was like, what? It's not Memorial Day till Monday. And I'm, it's Saturday. It's too early. Can't do it. So I'm sort of going to compromise. I'm not going to wear black, but I'm also not going to wear too much color. So I'm going to grab a Ralph Lauren bag. And I haven't carried this one for a while, but she's not been packed away for too long either. Gonna carry the Farrah in brown. Normally I wear this in the fall, so it's kind of unusual for me to want to grab it, but I just wore the navy blue one not too long ago, which actually would be more appropriate for red, white, and blue Memorial Day. Yeah. No, I'm doing this. Okay. Not gonna waffle. This will be the perfect one for the errands I have to run this weekend and going out to lunch. I really like this bag. Would love to pick it up in more styles. Anywho, and I got this Farrah at the outlet, so at a smoking deal, even at a retail price. And of course I got my blue one at discount bargain basement prices. Back pocket. This is a pebbled leather version. It's got the 3 compartments, slip pocket in the front, zip pocket in the back, center. Very spacious for its size. It's going to slot everything I need beautifully within. I can even put my coins in here, and I can grab sunglasses. So I'm going to grab the YSLs, I believe. Yeah, YSLs is what I usually grab. Throw those in. I don't need my pen case, so that's going to stay home. Although it could fit at the very bottom. Even here at the front, there's still tons of room. I haven't used this zip one, haven't used the slip pocket, haven't used the rear pocket, and there's still a ton of room. It's not anywhere near full. It is, in my opinion, a sleeper hit of a bag, and I believe this is the medium. They make a smaller version, so if this is too big for you, Dee probably. I'm just kidding. I know she likes smaller bags. If this one's too big for you, there is a smaller version now, and it comes in some really cute colors, like pastel, candy, Easter egg kind of colors. And I think there's also this in a black and a white, so the standard neutrals. But I think it's about this high, a little bit smaller. So yeah, lower price point, definitely a nice bag. So I'm telling you, great quality, get them at a discount. I enjoy it. So that is the bag of the week. All right, so I've done the manicure, and it's slow. So like before and after. So this is what it looks like when it's cold. My left hand is almost always colder than my right. So you can see it progressing to its color changing form. So it color changes to a light pink as things, oh, there we go. There's a better kind of look to it. So starts out dark purple and progresses into this hot pink kind of state. It's supposed to have sparkles in it too, but I'm not really seeing the shimmer in them. So anyway, the really funny thing is because of the formula, it actually says that it expires quicker. And I didn't think nail polish expired. News to me, but it did say that within 12 months it might stop working. This is almost a year old. It's from its 5th anniversary. So I didn't realize that. Something new to me. And I hadn't opened this one or another color yet. So I guess I got to get better about using my nail polish. So anyway, I got to go run to Costco, get that over with, buy the kids their food and run the errands that we have to run, all those things. So gonna get these this edited as fast as possible, up and at 'em, and then head on out. So I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. If you are enjoying the holiday, I hope you have a great time. If you're not in the US, I hope you just have a great weekend anyway. Let me know what you're carrying, what you're doing for this weekend. All the chats, all the things. I love hearing from you. Love checking in. And I don't even know what I'm putting out this week. So I guess look for the midweek video. I haven't decided. I do have something coming from Poshmark. So maybe that will arrive and I'll be able to film and edit while I have this time off. But we'll see. Otherwise, might just skip a week. I might just take a vacation from it all. Take a tiny break. But if I can get up to the outlets, I will do a little vlog or something. So anywho, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and you take care. We'll see you next time. Bye.